Yeah. Get on that head. It's your guy who was never lying, sometimes defiant. TP Way the Giant. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame live stream. New York Giants, the real New York Giants versus the Jets. Going down Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are both 1-0. We are both playing technically at home. I mean, it's not really they home. You know, we rent it out because we about our paper and we just making sure that we are giving out to the community. You know what I mean? So we allow them to call it home. You know, we not calling it Jet Life. None of that crap. It is MetLife or Giant Stadium, whatever one you prefer. But I most definitely am thinking win mode. Like, I know it's preseason, blase. Nah, it's more than that. It's more than that. Y'all know how this Giant and Jet thing goes. This is bragging rights. This is a little bit more personal. And I look at it as such, man. But we are going to get into this matchup after this intro. Let's go. Let's do it.
I felt there was no better athlete on that field than me. I was the best athlete on the field. And in order to win, you have to beat me. If you can't beat me, then you can't win.
I tell you right now, you know everybody gonna watch this ass whoop my put on you, right?
It's your guy who is never lying, sometimes defiant. It's a TP Way the Giant.
Both feet down on the ground, and then it came out of the pile. This ball's thrown and Tyree. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Sometimes defiant.
Lobs it, Burris alone.
I felt there was no better.
All right. Here we go. JC Rhythms, I see you saying what up in the chat. Says, I hope all is well. This is going to be our year to gain our respect back. That's a fact, man. I'm with you, JC. I'm with you. He says, also, we're going to be a lot better than what peeps think. We're going to get the dub on Saturday, man. You ain't never lied. I'm with you, man. That is definitely the vibe of Giant fans that I'm currently speaking to, man. So I'm with you. I know that's how we feel right now. I know that's what we believe. I second that as well, man. Let's go. So we have the Jets, man. After 2 joint practices with the Jets, it has been entertaining, I would say, but it's been really just a battle of the defenses. That's pretty much what we've seen both joint practices. Unfortunately, we're going to get into this a little bit later, but unfortunately, we didn't get to see Malik Neighbors bust ass. And so, of course, when you're missing our wide receiver 1, of course, when you're missing Cam Skedaddle, you're missing a big element of our offense. But I would like to see this Saturday what we do offensively, because it's just been the tale of 2 defenses going off on each other, pretty much. Darnell Big Money says, yo, ready for Saturday. New York Giants, salute to you, man. I am too. I ain't gonna hold you. I am to you. Born for Sports is in the building, man. Make sure if you are a New York Giant fan, like I am a New York Giant fan, make sure y'all tune in to Born for Sports. Go subscribe. And also, man, I ain't even plugged myself. Make sure you subscribe here as well to TP Way the Giant if you are not subscribed, man. Make sure you do that. But yeah, man, one thing I do, now I'm not going to start there, but I do want to get to this early. But one thing I do want to see, man, is like our defense take some of the same momentum that we had last game, carry it on to this game. I do want to see some starters. The second game is typically when you get the meat and potatoes of starters. I do also understand, like, look, man, we're not going to expect, every single person. Maybe Dex might be in the play. He practiced this week. Maybe. But I definitely want to see full-fledged defensively of all of us on the field. Because all week I've been hearing how the Giants defense has been going off. And the Jets defense, I'm not going to say they've been going off the same way our defense has been going off. But they made a little noise, man. A little too much for my comfort. So I do want to see offensively, us, on the big stage, us get our licks back, and I want to see us offensively move the ball up the field. So that's like really my major 2 points. But again, man, y'all know how I feel about this defense. I'm all the way in when it comes to that, and that's just the main point. So let's get into this. I'm tired of the bullshit when it comes to just the media games and the lies and like the faking the whole funk with this Malik Neighbors thing. Malik Neighbors, the biggest thing that has been discussed around him has been, his toe, and when it wasn't his toe, it was his shoulder and things like that, and why he's sitting out. I don't have a problem with him sitting out. What I have a problem with is the games, the lying, and not basically saying what it is. So I'm going to play 2 different videos, and y'all tell me if I'm tripping or not. So let's start here, man. This was this today? I think this was either today or yesterday, something like that. I'm getting my days mixed up. But I want y'all to listen to what Coach Dable told us today, recently.
And how would you characterize how Malik is doing, and how close maybe he would be to be returning at this point?
Yeah, not going to get into injuries. He's working hard to get back.
Okay. Y'all heard the man. Y'all heard him. He is working hard to get back. He said, I'm not going to get into injuries. He is working hard to get back. Now, what I want to do is play a little clip of what Malik Neighbors told us. And y'all know Leak, he ain't really the politically correct, like he's just going to tell you what it is, right? This is Malik.
Practice earlier, not participate the rest of practice. Are you doing okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm doing fine. You know, the coaches and the training stuff, they got a process of what they want me to do, rather as being healthy for when we get ready to play. So I just got to do my job and follow the plan that they got put ahead of me.
So that was just part of the plan then?
Yeah, it's just part of the plan.
Is it still about maintaining the toe?
It's just everything. Just like I said, it's the process is just making sure I'm as healthy as I need to be when it's time to play ball.
Malik, the last 2 practices at the beginning, it looks like you're talking a lot to the trainers. Are they listening to you essentially?
No, they're really just asking me questions, asking me how I feel, telling me, you know, what all the things that's gonna be ahead of the plan today, what I'm gonna be doing at practice and how I'm gonna be doing it. So just keeping those guys, you know, keeping those guys on how I feel and what they want me to do. So it's just a process that I just gotta follow.
Can you talk a little bit about your intention on being a little more vocal? And
Okay. So y'all heard what I heard. Malik is saying that they telling him that it's a plan that is set in place. So my question is he working back from an injury that we know he's not working back from, because even after they said it was a shoulder injury, he practiced. And then he says it's a plan set in place. So which one is it? Is he working back from an injury? Is there a plan set in place? Like, what is it? And I already, look, I'm not buying that he's injured or he's majorly injured. I'm going to say that. I'm not buying that it is that. I'd rather for them to just say, listen, man, we're just being cautious because we want to make sure that when the season gets here, we ready to rock. But it's a bunch of like back and forth and a bunch of fronting going on. Now I'm going to play you just so y'all could really get, you know, a true understanding of what I'm saying. This is what Malik looked like after the shoulder injury. Let me play this. This was after the shoulder injury. I'm going to play it again for those who need to see it again. Does this look like a guy who was injured? Ladies and gentlemen, I've had a shoulder injury while playing ball, and I can guarantee that that's not it. I can guarantee that that's not it. I can guarantee you. And this is another reason as to why, like, I don't even be paying too much attention to the presser for accurate information. Because time after time, we've been bullshitted in interviews and pressers from Coach Dable, and look, how many times are you going to tell me that Santa is real? So when people are concerned as far as Malik Neighbors not practicing and what's going on, I tell y'all, listen, just read between the lines and just pay attention to what's going on. And that's why you got somebody like me here that just keep y'all informed. The man is okay, man. The man is okay. We are just going to make sure that he is well rested for week 1. That's really what it is, man. I don't know why they just don't say, you know, the politically correct terms. They telling us one story and another one. Yeah, listen, we are just resting for week 1. That's it, man. So Giant fans, relax. We don't got to stress over anything. We don't got to make content and videos about Malik Neighbors' injury. I've even seen a video of a doctor actually breaking down the whole technical term of what could be going on with the shoulder and the whole 9 and the scapula or whatever, like all of that other crap. Man, look, he's fine. So as long as that is the case, I'm cool. I do believe that playing your starters, there are benefits to it. And I do want to see my starters. And I have the difference of opinion other than, you know, most. I see people. I see y'all in here. We're going to definitely get to these comments. I want to see Malik. Now, if we got to rest him, I'm not tripping. Let's not overcook it. I'm definitely not tripping if we don't play Malik, right? But that is to the degree of what I want to see from the starters this next coming up game. I want to see the starters because I feel like Coach Dable kind of mentioned this in the interview. If I play it just a little bit longer, he'll say it. But I feel like there is no substitute to live action, and we only have 3 preseason games to do so. And everybody knows that third preseason game, you ain't even going to see starters. That is really for guys who are maybe on the bubble, who's trying to make the roster, and blah, blah, blah. So really, you only have 2 preseason games. And offensively, from our starters, I did not see enough last game. We did not see Darius Slayton play. We got, a catch from Wan'Dale Robinson, I think? So I want to see a little more activity from the starters before we even get into all second string. And yes, throw in some second string with the starters. See how they gel well with them. Like, I want to get quality reps in. Do y'all remember back in the day when, the starters used to play, the whole first half? Back in the day, they used to play the whole first half. Maybe it's because I'm just stuck in that train of thought, but I want to see my starters, man. And I know I'm not tripping because I'm looking around the league, and you got Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase playing. You got Pat Mahomes. That tells me all I need to know. I know I'm not tripping. We seen a lot of checkdowns from Russ, and he was the only one that didn't get on the scoreboard. And I'm not faulting Russ for that, but I'm faulting Rust for that. Especially because we only gave him 1 drive to cook. So I want to see the starters in this one because I know what that third one is like. But, let's get into these comments, man. The Aboriginal Sports Network says, yes, sir, salute, bro. Giants, salute. Y'all smash the like button, like, subscribe, and share. Let's go, G-Man. That's a fact, man. New York Giants, salute to the Aboriginal Sports Network. I tell you time after time, make sure that you are not only subscribing to TP Way the Giant, but you are also subscribing to the Aboriginal Sports Network. You could also catch my live streams there. You could catch other New York Giant content there. You could catch NFL content there. And you can catch all different type of sports that if I was to start naming them, it would take me the rest of the stream to get that done, man. So make sure that you definitely go ahead that way, man, and subscribe. OKC Donald says, learned about you from Big Dash, but I like the vibe. NY Giants, man. Giants, salute to my guy, OKC. Yes, sir, man. Big Dash, one of the GOATs. My personal favorite New York Giant content creator, if you asking me. But yes, man, shout out to Big Dash. Ghost Dog Big Talk says, yeah, peace and salute. New York Giants, salute the Ghost. I see you.
All good, baby.
I see you putting that dope content out too, man. I see you putting that dope content out. And when you gonna make your way over here, man, I need you to get on the stream, man. Let the people know what's going on. Won't Stop Dream Entertainment, I see you, says, you're my guy, New York Giants, salute. I see you.
Good, baby.
Ghost Dog says, the toe injury got to be more than what it is. Yeah, I know what it is. I could tell you. They resting him. Do y'all see? Y'all want to know one thing about Malik, man? One thing about Malik is he doesn't have a lower gear. He don't know how to do walkthroughs. He don't know how to, slow it down. He has 1 gear, and that's full-fledged. Go back and look at the Pro Bowl last year. They threw him a deep ball, and Malik Neighbors went up to go get that thing. He went up to everybody out there playing around. Oh, yo, you got me, bro. Look, I could have had you. Malik was out there really going for the gold balls. He was out there really playing. He don't know. He don't know anything else than that. And if you see his game, he doesn't think about his body while he's playing. He goes ball and sees ball. And I said it backwards. Sees ball and go get ball. That's his mindset. So I don't blame us. I don't blame us for saying, yo, save that energy for the game. You know what I mean? And we've seen enough. We've seen enough of Malik. We know what he brings to the table. So, I mean, yeah, I ain't mad at it for sure. Shout out to the man cave. He says, yo, what's good, TPA? Salute. Giant salute to the almighty chat as well. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, man, y'all make sure that you show love by just liking. And if you're new to this stream, man, make sure that you subscribe, man. Make this a home for all New York Giant fans, especially. Look, man, we welcome all the haters. Just know, enter at your own risk. You know, if you jump in this chat, getting a little crazy, I'm sorry, but I cannot tame them. I will not tame them. You know, they're gonna be on you. But we welcome all, especially New York Giant fans. The man cave says neighbors should have had this surgery soon as the season was over, so he would have been ready for the season. Yeah, regarding the toe. Yeah, but hey, man, look, the way he's running as of now, and I'm not really a medical professional, so I don't know, but the way he's looking right now, hey, if he's all right, he's all right. I'm going to take that back if we find out that later in the season, you know, he makes it worse, you know, by a toe injury or whatever. But, hey. Ghost Dog says, Giants medical always been on that bullshit. Born for Sports says, man, they saving league for week 1. They will be talking that CIA classified tone. Yeah, man. Yeah, like we can read, a lot of us can read through the bullshit. A lot of us see right through that. Like, come on, man. I just feel like, man, talk to me like a grown man. Tell me what it is. Don't be trying to bullshit me, man. Just say you know, even if you're not literally saying, oh, we got to arrest him, like, get in your political bag. No, we're just doing the proper steps to make sure that he's ready to go week 1. That's all you got to really tell me. Now, I could, I'll take that. But the flip-flopping from one story to another is why I just really don't even pay attention to Coach Dable when he's in front of that mic. For real. Ghost says, keep him on ice. Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that at all. Vocal Vike, shout out to the Vocal Vike, man. New York Giants, salute to my guy for sure.
It's all good, baby.
The best Minnesota Vikings content creator, man. Yeah, for sure. Ghost Dog says, where's Hyatt 2? Yeah, we definitely got to talk about that, man. Matter of fact, after I get done with this, man, let's talk about Hyatt. Ball Noah's podcast says, big win soon for the G-Men. Yes, sir, man. New York Giants, salute to Ball Noah's podcast. I'm going to make sure I check out your channel, bro, for sure. Thanks for tuning in. And, yeah, let me, matter of fact, let me extend the invite here, too. You know, let me be a gentleman here and put that link down there. You know, or any of my content creator buddies that is in, man, I want to chop it up. Yeah, we'll get into that for sure. Born for Sports says, yeah, I dig it. Keep it 100. Dable hates Pat Leonard and Jordan Renan. That's a fact. That's a fact, because even when they mention them, you could see the sarcastic smile that Coach Dable had. Yeah, he definitely don't like them dudes. But what was I getting? Hyatt. Going into this season, man, and definitely all off season, we've been talking about Jalen Hyatt a lot. And I believed at one point, man, that he was going to be a big part of this offense, definitely having a bigger role than last year. Russell Wilson, you know, even mentioning as he arrived to the Giants that he had mentioned Jalen Hyatt's name. And to me, that was a sign that says, okay, he recognizes his game. He recognizes his skill set and his ability. We going to turn shit up with Jalen Hyatt. That's how I felt. As of right now, I do not feel as confident. Jalen Hyatt may be one of the biggest names that cannot afford to lose the amount of reps that he's been losing. Point blank, period. He cannot. This is the same guy that's been staying after practice with Malik and Russell working on his release. This guy cannot afford to miss reps. On top of that, he doesn't just miss certain reps, he's missed the meat and potatoes of the offseason. He's missed the Bills preseason game. He's missed the joint practices with the Jets pretty much. Yes, he was back yesterday, but he was like on light duty. This is a name, and there's a few others. Evan Neal is another one, but nobody more than Jalen Hyatt is a guy that can afford to miss reps. That cannot happen for him. And so right now, I'm a little concerned, especially when you talk about guys outside of Malik, Slayton, Wandale. You're going to ask yourself, okay, who's next? Who's next? And you got some guys that are making a name for themselves, Montrell Washington, and you got my man Bo, and you got some guys that is trying to do some stuff. But are these the guys that can handle the workload? Are these the guys that you're willing to move up? Or are we going to keep Jalen Hyatt there? And this is why Giant fans are saying, hey, look, there's some receivers out there. Go and get them. That's why Giant fans were screaming for him. And I'm not mad at it. That's why I wanted one in the draft. Because I was so unsure as far as how much they believed in Hyatt or not. So who's to say? Who's to say? So there's still, unfortunately, a big question mark next to Hyatt's name. And I was hoping that question mark will be removed. Because you really look at everybody who had a question mark early in the offseason, a lot of those question marks are like pretty much removed. Like we kind of know for the most part of like who they are. But Jalen Hyatt's is still there. Jalen Hyatt's is still right next to his name. And what do we have to do? Wait till the season gets here to figure out what is what with him? So I ain't going to lie. I don't feel good about that. I ain't going to hold you. I do not feel good about that. But forgive me, y'all. I definitely like to start streams off with Twitter searching, and I didn't even get to it because I got a little distracted with that. But let's definitely get into that. Born for Sports says Commanders fooled Week 1. Come on, man. That's a fact. I can't wait till it's closer to that time, too. I can't wait till it's closer to that time because I'm going to definitely get my Commander buddies up here. We going to get it rocking. Y'all know how we do, man. We going to really talk that talk. I can't wait. But let me pull up Twitter here, man. Y'all know we got to get some Twitter searching going. X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Let me see where we at. Let me see. All right. Share screen. Boom, boom, boom. All right, there we have it. And then I got my guy, Ghost Dog is here, ladies and gentlemen. Ghost, how you feeling?
I'm feeling
Yes,
good,
sir.
fam. I'm feeling real good, man. Just got out of work, tapped and tuned into the show. I had to give my 2 cents in the chat. You feel me?
I'm good. This just popped up in my head. I want you to answer this and let people know real quick. Hold on, I see you, Myron. Myron says, TP, what up? NASCAR is back. Yeah. Giant salute to my guy, Myron. I see you. Answer this for the people, man. That is, fully on go with fantasy football and things like that. I do my fantasy football thing as well. I see that you talking a little bit on your channel about your fantasy football situation. Can you tell the people what New York Giant players or whatever elements of fantasy, of course, I'm gonna say, of course, the defense, but whatever, who would you say that you should think about on your fantasy team this year, man? The floor is yours.
Thank you so very much. And again, TP Way, I appreciate you allowing me to talk on your platform, to talk some football, man. I always love talking football, so you're ready.
Yeah.
That being the case, man, like you said, getting right into it. Obviously, it's Malik Neighbors, barring some kind of, let's knock on wood, some injury.
Right,
You know,
right.
he's absolutely like a premier receiver to keep an eye on. You know, he
Mm-hmm.
put up numbers last year with like 4 different quarterbacks.
Right,
So if he has a Russell Wilson there to, you know, consistently feed him the ball, absolutely. So
right.
that's a given. I throw in Tracy in there, man. Something about that young man, something about the way he's playing right now. I feel like late round draft pick, playing with a chip on his shoulder,
Okay.
second year in the system, and he's a baller, man. Especially like in the past game. So keep an eye out for him.
Now, what round?
And
What round are you looking to get a guy like Tyrone
for
Tracy?
Tracy, I would keep him as my second running back because
Okay.
the thing about it is like Dable, he's a pass happy type of dude, man. You know what I'm saying? The running game is complementing to him, to his offensive scheming.
But if you
It's all
playing in a PPR league, Tyrone Tracy could definitely help as far as in the receiving game with the receptions.
Yep,
Because if
that
we
too.
looking at, like, especially our last preseason game, I know that there was names missing, and this is probably a lot of the reason as to why. But he was getting targeted. You know what I mean? They was using Tyrone Tracy. So
He was. And then one play specifically, I remember him in the back of that end zone against the Atlanta Falcons.
yes, sir.
He was like a receiver out there to me.
Yes, sir.
So it's like, you know, just keep an eye out for him.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, last but not least, as far as the tight end position, you know, I'm a Belly fan. However, I want to give it to Theo. If they can just get the tight ends more involved, and I don't know why they're not, because Mike Kafka's there. It's just weird, man, because even last year, Theo had these flashes, and then where's Belly at? You know what I'm saying? And then there was a couple situations where Manhurts even made a play. So I don't know. As far as like that third option, that tight end option, keep an eye out for Theo, though. Hopefully they utilize him more because the potential is there, absolutely.
I will be highly pissed. I will be highly pissed come the season, and we not using our tight ends, and all of this preseason tight end usage that's going on is just a big ass teaser.
It is.
So I'm gonna be pissed if that's the case, because as of right now, it looks like we definitely gonna be using our tight ends, and I'm excited for that. So hopefully, and you look, man, I could go down each tight end and tell you, you know, a strong suit for each one, but even Thomas Fedoni, which people are, you know, becoming more and more fans of, and I said this when we got him. Once I did my research, and because I wasn't aware of his game, I did, you know, once I kind of did my research, the one thing that I said was Thomas Fedoni is going to be a problem in the red zone. And sure enough, what did we do?
Facts.
When we was there?
With the 2-point conversion.
With the 2-point conversion.
No problem over the defender. He made him look small time. No bullshit.
Like when you have a tight end, like that's the theme of things. They're getting tight ends that are 6'5" and above for that reason that you just named. So we could throw it up and they could get money. You know what I mean?
That's a fact, man. That's a fact. And it's weird. Like I said, I don't know where Belly's at. You know, Theo is in the mix there, obviously.
Yes, sir.
So, you know, for as much as I do see the potential, and I agree, man, Fedoni, if allowed to, he will get busy. I see a little bit of a George Kittle in that kid because he's pretty good on the blocking as well.
Okay.
So, you know, that's my comparison for Fedoni. Sounds crazy. Call it what you will, but that's how I feel about that.
Okay.
You know, I talk big, you know, like a giant should. So that being the case, you know, I want to put Theo up there because he's the guy right now for the, you know, for that number one tight end spot on our team. So just keep a name out for those three dudes. In that order, Malik Neighbors, obviously a first rounder. Tyrone Tracy, you know, maybe like a third to fourth rounder. Theo Johnson, maybe if you could snatch him up like in a fifth or sixth round in your fantasy drafts. But yep, that's my my three dudes right there.
Got you. So listen, we are definitely gonna get into Twitter search, and I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted, but I do want to take the time, man, to give. I see on TikTok. I can't look. Sorry, y'all. My TikTok like comments, I don't really see as much, but I do see a comment of a Commander fan that looks like that is in here. I just want to really quick. I don't want to get too distracted. Our Jets is the thing that we're focused on, but of course, Week 1 is the bigger picture. Commander fans, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel bad for y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel bad for y'all. And I usually don't feel bad for anybody in the NFC East, but this is rare. This is rare. And I feel bad for y'all because y'all have been at the bottom of our boots for a minute. Y'all have. And you were able to get y'all heads above water and breathe last year. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even hating. I was actually like, you know what? Good for you. You know what? Good for you. But see, this is the issue when it comes to winning, especially with teams in this NFC East, is that a lot of y'all forget about the bigger picture. See, a lot of y'all forget about what it really is. And see, a lot of y'all have your moments, you have your splashes, when you may win and things like that. And then all the humble shit just goes out the window. And that's when all of the rooting for you and all of that shit goes out the window. So let me remind y'all. It ain't nothing to beat y'all. It ain't nothing to put y'all back in your place and to beat y'all. Point blank, period. We were at our lowest of lows last year, and y'all were at your highest of highs. And y'all still made it such a game to where you could go back and see it for yourself and rewatch it if you need reminding. That you did not beat, especially that week 1 game. You did not beat us. We beat ourselves. And I know, I get it. Nobody wants to hear that shit because it sounds like, only losers talk like that. But if you go be honest with yourselves, remove all the biasness from it, go watch that game again, it was us more than it was you. And that was y'all at your best. We're about to put y'all back in y'all place, man. Y'all know we take care of y'all every single year. That's why I tell y'all are not allowed. Y'all are not qualified to talk about any of our quarterbacks, including Daniel Jones. As much as he's the butt of the jokes of the NFL and all that other, y'all are not qualified. Because Daniel Jones eats versus y'all. Everybody eats versus y'all. So handle y'all business. Make sure that y'all wide receiver 1 is taken care of because right now it is looking terrible over there. It's terrible.
Have they paid that man yet? I don't think so.
No.
It was an update.
No.
I think I saw a report. No? Oh, man.
No. Terry's just going to practice right now just so he won't get fined like Marshawn Lynch. And I'm loving every single day he is missing reps. He is missing all types of work with Jaden Daniels right now.
If I may add, outside of Scary Terry and Jaden Daniels, and what's that young boy from USC? I think he's CMC's little brother or something like that. I think he plays receiver, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, McCaffrey.
I forget his first name. So outside of those dudes, the entire team looking very geriatric over there. Right. Ertz is old. Eckler is old. Debo looks overweight, and he's older. You know what I'm saying? So they play
not
themselves.
Scaring me. They're not scaring me at all, man.
At all.
They're not scaring
and if only we had a healthy kick of that one game last year. That's all I got to say about that one.
But see, that's the thing. They got to let go of last year. Because can you really say, like, let's be honest. When you're thinking about Washington, how much better did they get from last year to this year? Like, come on.
Honestly, but I would have to go over their draft again. But as far as like their offseason acquisitions, I'm not scared of Von Miller, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not.
They added some type of talent. But to say that they got that much better, I'm sorry, they just haven't.
No.
They just haven't.
No.
We flipped the whole team around. You know what I mean? When you want to talk about moves, we are in the top of the NFL when it comes to moves being made this offseason. We're not the same team.
We made the main move that needed to be made. Like, and with all due respect to number 17 out there in Indy, he's gone. He's not our problem no more. We got a vet in the building and a young rookie who looks to be the future, a secured one at that. So I'm not worried, bro.
Hey, and it's not even just the roster. It's not even just the roster because they got to play the hungriest Giants team that they have ever seen. So they about to play a Giants team that is going. Come on, man. But anyway,
and a D line that looks serious.
That's enough Washington shit for me. I mean, unless you want to add to it, I'm gonna get the Twitter searching.
Nah, man, it's just NFC East fans are gonna do what NFC East fans do, man. They like to act like they, how the expression goes, act like you've been there before.
Right.
Right. They just don't know how to act, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
All right, man. Let's play this clip here, man, and listen.
Jackson Dart's looking good. Malik Neighbors is looking good. Do you have hope for the Giants this year?
Hey, man, I'm one of those people where I think it's going to be hell to play the New York Giants. Like, I really do, man. Like, the physical brand that they play on defense, but offensively, if they can get one, if Russ can hold it down until we know Jackson Dart's the future. We don't need to, if he can hold it down and have some success. And the one thing we know Russ can do, he can throw that mug downfield. And Malik Neighbors can catch it downfield. Offensive line ain't bad. You got a physical football team up front. Left tackle is in a good situation right now. Jackson Dart is going to be the answer. I'm a big Brian Daboll fan. Like, love him. I think he's one of the best in the league. But what it's going to come down to, and the Giants know this right now, we're going to have to kick people's ass on the line of scrimmage. And I think they have the personnel to do it. So if they are in games in the fourth quarter in the NFC East, and they got an opportunity to either rush the passer and get people off the field, or they can be physical at the point of attack, or push the ball down the field, I think they'll have the personnel to do it. Remember, fellas, like a lot of this for the Giants has been personnel, bro. They haven't had good rosters for a minute. And I think they are marketably better on both sides of the ball now.
Jackson.
Matter of fact, hold on. Let me give y'all that right there. Ghost, I'm going to let you take it first before I say what I got to say.
Thank you, man. Hey, yo, man, shout out first and foremost to Swagoo, because usually he's a hater. He's usually a Giants hater.
I was just about to say the same thing.
He's a super hater. So let's put that out there, right? So first and foremost, appreciate you, Swagoo. I agree with every single last thing you said, except your opinion about Brian Daboll. As far as I'm concerned, he is under all the magnifying glasses and the telescopes, microscopes, what have you. I got my eye on that dude, bro. Because look, I'm pretty sure on the Aboriginal Sports Network they did a breakdown of his career, his resume, if you will. Outside of Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills those couple years, it's nothing to really write home about.
This is the thing, and I've said this. I'm done hearing about Coach Daboll's past, and
Correct.
I also said, and this is a clear example.
Hold on, before you go on, I was kind of tired of it even before last year, like the 2023 year. Like what? When did we sign Singletary? That was after Saquon left, right? I was ready to wash my hands after that. At that point, like, come on, what you doing? And then you bring in Isaiah Hodgins. Go, let me not even start. Go ahead, my bad. CP. Go ahead.
Go on, talk your shit. Listen, I said this before, and this is a prime example. I don't know why so many people say this about Coach Daboll. If you just listen to what he said about Coach Daboll, it was high praise. For what? Respectfully, I'm trying to find out.
When you do, let me know.
Because, you know what I mean? I'm like, everybody is saying that he is this type of wizard. Please let me know when are we going to really find that out? Because 2022, I would understand. I get it. Then you look past that and it's just like, bro, no, man, no. Nah. So I'm hoping I am proved wrong. And I like Coach Dable as far as, a person or a personality. I love when he is on the Coach Dayball type of time. I love that shit.
He looks like a player's coach. You know what I'm saying? And you know what it is though, too, TP, man, if I may.
Yeah.
It's just the whole situation when Wink Martindale got forced out. That, you know what I'm saying? Like that power dynamic between them two was just not a good
part
look.
of it, though. That's a big part.
You know what I'm saying? And then now you got players a la Tay Banks, a la Bobby O. And I got like a little bit of a conspiracy going on in my head that I've kind of been mulling over a little bit, that all that might be tied into him and his ego. Like he just don't know how to keep that shit in check. And I think Hyatt is involved in that shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
It's weird. It's weird. I don't want to get too crazy, lost in the reeds and all that. But
hey, man, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you.
I got my eye on him, bro. I got my eye on him. Pause.
But to wrap it up, I agree 100% with what you said, man. Like you're hearing not just Swagoo, but a few names. You're hearing people slowly waking up, like slowly kind of seeing what is going on and finally giving some type of respect to the New York Football Giants. Now, it is just up to us. It is just up to at the end of the day, nobody in the locker room should be even paying attention to this. This is for the fans to pay attention to. This is for us to entertain. But, like Dex is kind of putting it out there. Burns is putting it out there. We ain't done shit. It don't matter how we look like on paper. We got to go put it out on the field. So we know that. But let's get into this. Let's get into this beauty right here as well. Now, if you have any doubt about our defense, I just literally don't see as to how. I literally don't see as to how. But this was so beautiful to watch. That's why Saturday versus the Jets, it is going to be a thing of beauty if we're playing all hands on deck. But to get this compilation from the Jets joint practice of everybody on our defensive line whipping ass in these one-on-one drills back to back to back is a thing of beauty, man. Oh my God. Anybody who is still doubting, I just do not understand how you could possibly do so. I am all in on this Giant defense, man. That is that is what I'm so hype about, man.
Let them sleep, TP. Yo. Let them sleep, fam. Let them sleep because they in for a rude awakening. They are in for a rude awakening, let me tell you.
This is another one, man. We'll talk about Coach Dayball. You can see him.
Dable's talking shit to the Jets.
Dable was just talking shit to Watts.
To the Jets. Dable's talking shit to the Jets.
Yeah.
See, this is the type Coach Dable that I love to see. Like when you got your head coach talking shit to the other squad because he's really on that type of time. That is what I like. That is what I like. There we go. What else we got, man? Shout out to Jermaine Illuminor, man. He welcomed his baby girl to the world. I said this in my last video. Amelia, his little princess name. My daughter's name is Amelia, so I absolutely love that. So, yeah, giant salute to Jermaine. And I see y'all, man. I see y'all in this chat. Born for Sports says last year is all they've had the last 20 years regarding the Commanders. He says their defense is trash. Iman Perry in the building.
So good, baby.
Aboriginal support saying what up to the chat. Not giant salute to my guy, Iman. All right, let me see real quick.
It's going to be fireworks opening day, boy. Let me tell you. It's going to be crazy.
Mm-hmm. Look at young Pizzle. This is young P right here, man. This is funny because I seen Abdul Carter. He put, "Excuse me if you see me and I'm looking a little rough. Not getting haircut till I get a sack." And this is funny because I was telling my wife too, when I was showing her, my little glory days in high school and all that, and she was asking like, what was up with the big fro? Like you weren't born in the 80s or anything like that. Why'd you have the fro? It was because I was doing the same thing that Abdul is doing. I was doing the same thing. Me and a couple other of my teammates. I was growing my hair out until I got my first touchdown. You know what I mean? But when we got to the action, I was able to cut my hair. I'll just say that. I'll throw that out there. I don't even remember what this is. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Odell Beckham talk. That's Odell Beckham talk.
Where's the disrespect about that? It's because he was a Giant.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I absolutely hate when I hear people say Odell Beckham is known for one catch. As soon as I hear you say that, I know that you were not tuned in like during that era, yo. There was no way. There is no way that you could say Odell Beckham was known for one catch and be a part of that era. Yeah, man, that's crazy. And any Giant fan that says that, they're embarrassing themselves. They're embarrassing themselves. Come on, man. Iman Perry says they didn't see him play. That's a fact. That's a fact. But y'all know, man, I don't be playing with that.
They wasn't paying attention when him and Josh Norman was duking it out, about to get into a scrap on the field. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is one right here. All right, so the guy who puts this out there says, maybe a hot take, but I was never a big fan of the Giants' red jerseys from the mid-2000s. If they were to bring back a red shirt, I would much prefer an updated version of something like the Legacy uniform. Inverted would be cool. All right. First of all, let me say this. A lot of y'all have to understand, man, when it comes to jerseys, that less is more. Like, sometimes the simplicity of a jersey weighs a lot. And this right here, I feel like you're just doing too much. I personally don't rock with it. I personally don't. Ghost, how you feel about this?
The off reds, I don't know, man. They look dope. The concept, like on a flight bubble jacket. But for me, I always preferred the color rush, the icy whites, the away jerseys. They were just too fresh and crispy to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the all white joints.
So,
yeah.
These is I'm not that huge of a fan. They cool because of the tall, for the difference in the colors and stuff. But
I feel like if we gonna bring a red jersey back, it just got to be our original joints. And I'm talking about like, I want to see them for like a couple games. Like, it don't got to be like our secondary joints. You know what I mean? It don't got to be nothing like that. But I just like the nostalgia of the red joints.
Is this a color rush version of it? I don't even know. Is this the regular version? Like, what is this?
So he says
somebody just mocked this up.
Yeah, this is like an infused version. So
got you.
Kind of like the Legacy uniform mixed with the red splash and that. But I mean, I've been seeing a lot of horrible takes about jerseys, man, because people are just trying to do too much. People are trying to do too much. Like, really, it's simple for us. Like, it's really simple. We got the classic joint that we just need to go back to. Like, and it wasn't nothing too fancy about them. It's just a clean look. And
no BS. I kind of want the Giants back on the side of the helmet again too. I mean, not that I don't like the NY.
Yeah, I'm with
but
you.
I don't know. It's just something with the Giants on the side. It's just I don't know. It's different.
Mm-hmm. But that's pretty much, man. All I got. All that other stuff, man, I've already covered. But let me see. We got somebody in the backstage, man. Let's go ahead and add them. Yo, 6 rings. What's the word?
So, how's it going?
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you, man?
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you, man? Can you hear us?
I can hear you a bit. It's good, yeah.
All right, man. What you up to, man? Are you a Giant fan?
Oh, nothing. No, I'm a Patriots fan.
A Patriots fan. Okay. All right.
Ironic.
Okay. Well, real quick,
right,
man.
so
I'm gonna give you a little bit of time before we continue on with the stream. But you got any questions? Like talk to us.
I did have a question actually.
Okay.
I was wondering, how do you value World Championships versus Super Bowls?
World champions versus Super Bowls. Oh man, that's a good question.
Now I spoke to someone. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I spoke to someone high up. Not high up, maybe 850,000 subscribers around that area, right?
Right.
And he proceeded to say that he values the Super Bowls.
Okay.
More than the World Championships, even though his team is well known for World Championships.
Yeah, I would.
And he was a Packers fan.
I would have to agree.
And he said he would rather have those 4 Super Bowls over those 6 World Championships.
Yeah.
So
I
do you
feel him
agree
on
with that statement? Or
yeah, I think I would have to agree.
Though?
I would have to agree because I think that Super Bowls, for one, you have to keep in mind a lot of people in the greatest in the world, everybody wasn't even able to play when World Championships were in the picture. You know, in the Super Bowl era, you're having pretty much the best of the best. And I really respect that era more than I respect anything that happened back then, because blacks in
teams
particular
were awarded titles, right? You can go 3-2. And if that's a good record, you're given the title.
But right, listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, and you got to think about the times, right? Everybody wasn't able to play when World Championships were on the table, when they were fighting for World Championships. So I'm respecting the era of Super Bowls because people of color were in the picture. You have the best then, and that's when you have, you know, the full scope of things. So I have more of a respect for the Super Bowl era, because you can't really say that you have the best of the world if you're not including everybody. Does that make sense?
Makes sense. Yeah.
You know, so that's
I mean, your Super Bowl, when you beat our perfect season, that is worth more than all of those World Championships. That's your best Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I give you credit. You ruined Randy Moss, who had 23 touchdowns.
Talk about it. It was a beautiful time, man.
You had Teddy Bruschi on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Vrabel. You had all-time legends on that team.
Wasn't Seau still playing too?
Who?
Was Seau?
He was there.
I think Seau was still there. Yeah, he was still playing. Yeah.
I don't know if he was there, but I think he was there too. Yeah, with West. So you beat.
Yeah, man.
You beat a pretty good team.
I love the question, man. I appreciate the question.
I give them credit, just like our win when we came back 28-3. So the Giants and the Patriots have some of the most iconic sports moments.
I like that. Talk about it. That's true. That's true.
Because that's just as good as your perfect season. You ruined our perfect season, but 28-3. People say it's the greatest comeback in sports history.
Mm-hmm. Hey, and see, that's the thing too about Super Bowls that I respect.
Right?
What I respect about Super Bowls is I like to see Super Bowls that you're never gonna forget. I like to see Super Bowls that are entertaining. I like to see Super Bowls that are competitive. Me personally, the Super Bowls that is just clear washes and things like that. I mean, you win, so you can't take from it, but there's more of a respect level that you have for Super Bowl games that was, fought out, hardly earned, So again, like you kind of said, coming back 28-3, that's monumental. Anybody who's seen that is never going to forget a Super Bowl like that. Anybody who's seen the Giants versus the Patriots are never going to forget Super Bowls like that. So I hear you, man. But listen, man, I'm going to let you go so we can continue on with the stream, man. But thanks for tuning in. All right, man. Yeah, shout out to us to Six Rings, man, the Patriot fan, man, just chopping it up and tuning in real quick to holler at us, man. I appreciate that. Iman Perry says Tyrone Tracy going to be on Nightcap tonight. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna tune into that for sure. Good looking. That's gonna be my nightly watch for the night, man. I appreciate that. Black Freezy TV says peace to the chat. Peace TP Wade, peace Ghost, man. New York Giants, salute to my guy. Black Freezy TV is in the building. Let me see. Yep, I see you. Says excellent reply. Yeah, man. Here we go. All right. I forgot where I was even headed before I even stopped with that. Anyway, let's get back to Jets. Let's get back to Jets talk. Ghost, where's your mental at? I know I'm kind of like on an island by myself when it comes to this. Do you want to see starters? Do you want to see our starters play for more than a drive? Do you not want to see our starters at all? Where's your mental when it comes to that, man?
I do want to see starters, TP. I want to see the majority of the line. The only one who I don't really want to see out there on the line is AT. Let him get healthy. We're going to need him for week 1. Outside of that, I want every single one of those linemen starting for at least a few drives. Same thing with Russ. Same thing with every single receiver not named Malik Neighbors, because obviously they're going to put him on ice. Yo. Especially Jalen Hyatt. Where is Jalen Hyatt? Why haven't we seen Slayton yet really get busy in this preseason is my next question. Tyrone Tracy, I want to see get some work. Oh, man, Cam, bro. That whole hamstring situation got me upset right now, bro.
Yeah. He's definitely one of the guys, man, that you definitely want to see.
I was looking forward to seeing him, TP. So, I'm definitely going to be looking at Turbo Miller. As far as I'm concerned, he's already earned himself a spot. He's just got to make sure he dot his I's and, cross his T's with this game. Theo, I want to see get busy. I want to see Bellinger out there for a few snaps. I just want to see everybody out there except, like I said, Andrew Thomas, Malik Neighbors, and, even Dex. Let him go out there for a little bit, because I do want to see Dex. I want to see Burns. I want to see Abdul, and I want to see KT out there, man. I said it. Yeah, it's crazy. And, I said it in a video maybe a couple of days ago. I think we found our new OC Tuck and Kiwanuka. The pieces are there.
Yeah.
Why can't and then people don't even talk about Kiwanuka like he wasn't the perfect complement to those two, bro.
But listen, I agree because we haven't yet to see full live on go the whole Avenger pack. I want to see that whole Avenger pack.
Correct.
Because Dexter Lawrence didn't play last game. We were still getting back there. We were still dominating up front. But I want to see the whole Avenger pack. It don't gotta, and if it's not a long stint of time,
simple.
Come
Yep.
on, man. If it's, I just need to see it for at least give me 2 to 3 drives. Give me
Yeah, a
2
little
to 3
taste.
drives, man.
A little taste, yeah. Stop
Come
playing.
on, man. But also, and I want to hear your opinion on this, is that this offensive line, man, to be honest with you, it's not like clear cut. I'm hearing differences of opinions, differences of like, mixing people here and there. What is the best thing to do with this offensive line, man? Because Marcus Membo, he really shook shit up. He really
Getting
shook
busy.
shit up. You know what I
He
mean?
is getting busy. Every time I hear about this young man, he is looking more and more like a late round steal.
Come
No
on,
BS.
man.
He is crazy good with his hands. He is athletic with his feet. He's everything we wish Evan Neal could have been at that tackle position.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my guy, Wavy Guy, in the chat. I see you.
Yeah,
He says,
and I
needs
agree.
reps. Yeah.
Facts. So as far as the mix and match, my main concern right now is that interior JMS. Some reports I'm hearing he's doing good things. Then I see him get blown up by Abdul Carter another day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
everybody's getting killed by Abdul. Respect.
Correct.
Respectful.
And I gotta, and just like everybody getting cooked by Malik. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, no, I'm just keeping my eye on JMS. I want that young man to succeed because I don't know what it is about us. It's centers and cornerbacks for us, bro. It's like the weirdest thing, yo. It's so crazy. And then, Omega Supreme, salute. Haven't seen him.
Yeah,
in a
man.
minute,
Giant salute to my guy Omega, man. Yeah, good hearing from you, bro. He says, "What up, TP? I'll be attending the Giants Patriots preseason game on Thursday." Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a good one, man. That is a good one. And he says facts, but JMS got to be the future force. So listen, this is what's tricky, right? Unfortunately, when you're thinking about this offensive line, you have to think about this offensive line without Andrew Thomas. It's unfortunate. We don't like to do it, but you have to. Because even when he gets back, you have to be prepared for if, he is out.
Like Thanos, inevitable.
Exactly. And there isn't a for sure thing as to know, when he will be back. We're all hoping, believing, and guessing that it's going to be week 1. But anyway, you got to prepare for that. So who do you want at that left tackle position? Because you have James Hudson, who right now is a little underwhelming. James Hudson right now doesn't seem like he could really, hold us down in that left tackle spot.
And
but
he
you have
sloppy too.
But you have somebody like Marcus Membo, who quick feet, had a very good showing his first preseason game. We already know how we loved him, prior to drafting him. He's now here. Do you put Marcus Membo on that left side? Do you put Jermaine Olumino on the left side, put Marcus Membo on the right side? Do you, put Evan Neal in guard? Do you have him coming off the bench in guard? Like, there are some questions, I guess, a lot of people would have regarding this offensive line as to where you would place them. And Wavy Guy says, Azudu is a guard. Never got a chance to. Yeah, Azudu, I'm done with Azudu at tackle. I'm for sure done with Azudu at tackle. So I've been hearing different perspectives on people, Giant fans talking about mix matching who should be placed what. And to be honest with you, it gets more and more interesting the more preseason games are in play. So that is really one of the biggest things that I want to see, in this next preseason game is everybody. How do they look, in this next matchup?
They better have Evan Neal at that left guard spot.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the main thing I'm worried about right there. Yeah, no. And then can we stop the run too? That's another thing on the opposite side of the ball on defense. So trench control, man, fundamentals.
Wavy Guy says, we wait 3 years to move Neal. Don't make sense. Not at all. It makes no sense at all. You know what I mean? And I'm a reserve that energy until I see things don't work out. But trust me, I got that, right in my pocket. Because trust me, if shit goes left this season, I'm bringing all that stuff out the pocket, and we're gonna really talk about things like this. So yeah, but you're right. You're 100% right. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. And Giant fans been telling everybody this for so long. So it just really don't make sense. What else, man? Talk to me, man. What else are you looking forward to seeing, man, in this matchup? What do you want to see? Like, where's your interest lie?
Just mainly the offense, because I already know where this identity for this team is going to be. We already know where the strength is going to be at. You know what I'm saying? My only concern on defense is stopping the run. Is Tay Banks going to play? I know, like, today they said something about him getting, like, a stinger yesterday during practice. That's why he had to exit early. That young man just has me concerned at this point. I'm pulling for him, though, regardless. Again, another situation where, Carl Banks and other people are saying good things about him, and then other people are saying, like, oh, he's struggling this, struggling that. So, again, I'm not too worried about defense besides those key things. My main concern is, though, I want to see Russ get some proper reps. I want to see what we can do. I want to see the potential of what we can do come the season opener. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we have been struggling over here for God knows how long with this offense. Over 6 years now, man. You know what I'm saying? 15 points a game ain't going to cut it. It's just not.
Right.
So how is this offense going to look? That's where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying?
Black Freezy TV says, I want to see Mbo and Neil on the left side with the second team.
That'd be crazy.
This is what I mean. Like, you could really mismatch this whole thing. You could place them in different places just to get an understanding. And that's what preseason, is going to be good for. Wavy Guy says, Banks is his confidence. He got all the ability in the world. So, what's interesting about that is I want to see Cordell Flott.
That too.
We didn't see Cordell Flott the first game.
Nope.
So
Drew Phillips, did he play? He got a couple snaps, right?
Yeah. Drew Phillips played. Phillips played. He laid the boom on the tight end. Came in flying.
That's right. Yep.
And
yes, he did.
He bounced off him a little bit, but still made the tackle. Still yanked the still. I love it. I love it. Yeah, gotta wrap up. But he didn't let him escape. You know what I mean? He came full fledged trying to get a hit stick. And it didn't really work out, I guess, the way he wanted it to. It's not like he got ran over. He is a dog.
Yo, he be throwing himself. That's what I love about him, man. He just have a complete disregard for his body. Pause.
Yeah. Black Freezy says, if we don't figure out the second DB spot, we will be playing a lot of 3 safety
all
looks.
Day.
And my man Fendi says, Banks' cheeks. G5 exposed him in joint practices. Yeah, he had a long day with Garrett Wilson, man.
You see?
He had a long day. But see, I'm going to put some pushback, though. I'm gonna give some pushback. I don't think Banks is cheeks. I don't think he's cheeks. And I hear a lot of Giant fans, packed Banks up already.
They saying Darius is cheeks, and he's still a rookie. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, they're going to call Banks cheeks. I'm not surprised, man.
I think Banks, man. I think Banks really, man, is an underrated guy at times.
Super.
Listen, we're gonna really find out a lot. We're gonna really get the the makeup of who Banks is. But I don't think that people should forget and just cross him off and write him off already. Think about what Banks was the first year, the last time he was CB2. I mean, he was really good. He was really good.
I remember that Green Bay game. Remember when he saved the touchdown in the end zone? And that was a hustle play.
I remember the Washington game. You know what I mean? So I think he just gets a bad rap at times because, a lot of people too don't know shit about corner. I understand that there are times where he does need to turn his head around, but there are times where he does a good job at playing the hands, and that's what he has to do. Boss Les says Banks is solid. Yeah, I'm with you. Boss Les says people act like we were getting bombed on with Banks. And Fendi 007 says Jets fan here. Banks' footwork and jam at line of scrimmage is his weakness. I disagree. I don't think his jams at the line of scrimmage is his weakness.
I don't know about that. If anything, that's his strength. His weakness is awareness when it's time to make a play. That's where his weakness is at. And my question to you is like what the dude said in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's his mentals, or do you think it's coaching? Do you think it's the system? Like,
you know what? I honestly,
all three. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think. I think he's overly confident. Honestly, I think he is so confident that
his
he
ability,
lacks
his physical,
coachability. Exactly.
Gotcha.
Exactly. Because when I watch
shout
him,
out to Coach Ed, he was talking about this the other day. Yeah.
I got to check that out.
Yeah.
But when I watch him, I see a very confident guy, and I think he just lacks discipline sometimes, and it just catches up to him. You know what
emotional too. When he gets frustrated, I could tell. I hate that, man.
Believe it or not, he's a competitor, right?
That's
the reason why we lose respect on Deonte Banks is because anybody who gives up on plays, you're not gonna respect it. You're not gonna respect it. So it ain't a matter of what you do. We see you giving up on plays even once. He's done it way too many times. You're not gonna respect it, and that's what Deonte Banks. Why he's kind of on the bad side of Giant fans, and I'm not mad at it because I kind of have a pet peeve with that shit too.
Word, of course.
You know what I mean?
I give him a little bit of slack though because TP, man, it's hard to stay motivated when one side of the ball ain't holding up their side of the bargain.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So.
That's a fact.
However, you're right. You gotta you a professional young man. You gotta keep your head in the game always.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
I'm with you. Black Freezy TV says if Banks takes the neck brace off and turn his head around, pause, he will be good money. Yeah. At times. I'm with you. Wavy Guy says most of the time with him is turning his head. Dude be all over guys. You know what though? The turn the head narrative. It's true, right? I'm not saying it's not true. But a lot of times, man, people be saying Deonte Banks needs to turn his head around, and they're so used to saying it, and they're so comfortable with saying it, when there are times when he just plays really good defense, and he's just a little too handsy at times. And there's just times where he plays the ball. He plays the ball through the hands of the receiver, and I'm not knocking it. Even the prime example is the last preseason game, the dude caught the one-hander. Guys, that's beautiful defense. That is beautiful defense. And the thing about being a DB is there's sometimes when your defense is as good as it could possibly be and a receiver just makes an even better catch. That's just the truth of the matter. And that was in that particular case that I'm speaking of. That was Banks. And he didn't even get a second foot in. And people was talking about, why you ain't turned the head around? That was great defense. He was on him.
He played him on the boundary. Correct. He used the sideline. He kept him there. Exactly.
Yes. Yep. So, a lot of times I just think people put it in their head about Deonte Banks because they already have this expectation of him getting killed or him getting, burnt or whatever it is. And a lot of times I think they take away from certain plays where he actually does good. So, I mean, I'm not too mad at it because, he did this to himself. You know what I mean? So I'm not too mad at it. I just challenge Giant fans to make sure that we giving them a true analysis when we watching them. That's all. Wavy Guy says most of the time with him. Oh, I already read that. It's my fault. Black Freezy says, nah, Fendi. He is always in position to make the play, but he never locates the ball. Yeah, nah, that's a fact. He is always in position, man. He just got to make the play. Wavy Guy says confidence. I think it's going to take everybody on defense stepping up for him to know he got it and could take chances. Black Freezy says it looks like Banks is not having fun with the game. like he did in his rookie season. Yeah, I agree to that. I agree. He definitely looked like he was having fun his rookie year. You know, he was just moving different. I agree to that. Everything now is kind of like,
he was drafted for Wink's system too. Specifically,
Yeah.
remember draft day, Wink was gassed. He was like, I can't believe we got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I want to see that young man succeed, man. And I know the physical talent is there, the ability is there, but like you said, maybe it's too much. Maybe it's too present. You know what I'm saying? So,
but see, on the other side of that, let me see what Cordell Flotter's talking about. Let me see what Cordell Flotter's talking about. You know, they say that he's the guy that is in the competition with him. You look on the depth chart, it says Banks or Flott in that CB2 slot. So I want to see Cordell Flott go out there and kind of show as to why it is a competition and why, you know, if you were to put him at CB2, you shouldn't fear. Cordell Flott is somebody who every year, I will say, he gets better and better. I think he does certain things better than Deonte Banks, but I just don't think his natural ability is where Deonte Banks is. So I like the competition. I appreciate the competition. But again, that's another reason as to why this preseason game in particular is going to be very interesting, because guys like Cordell is who I want to see. Roy, I'm not even, my man Roy, was it Ray? Ray, my fault. Ray B. I ain't even going to try to pronounce that. I'm even going to try to disrespect your name because I will butcher that. He says he buckled under that CB1 pressure. Yeah, Banks is not a CB1, man. Banks is not a CB1 just like Darius Slayton isn't a CB1. I think he could be a very good CB2, though. Just like I think Darius Slayton could be a very good wide receiver, too. You know what I mean? Some guys are just not wide receiver ones, like what's my man, Juju Smith, when he was in his, heyday. I never thought that he was a wide receiver one, but I thought that he was a really good wide receiver two. Same thing at this CB position. But again, I've said this before, what is tricky about being a CB2 is that you have to play damn near as good as a CB1 in our division. And the Eagles have Devontae Smith you have to guard. Dallas has George Pickens you have to guard.
Yep.
The Commanders has the trash can next to your apartment complex, but either here or there. You know what I mean? For the most part, you gotta play really well to hold that CB2 roll down. Wavy Guy says Flott came in young and he's raw. He's still small and he still gets hurt, soft tissue. I'm more confident in Banks than Flott. Yeah, man, he's definitely somebody who's on that injury list a lot too. So, yeah, Flott though. I'm looking forward to seeing what he has this year. No, I am, man.
What's up with that other CB, D. Williams? Is he a UDFA?
Yeah, man. Yo,
so let's keep an eye on him too. Is Trey Hawkins suiting up for Saturday as well?
That's a good question, man. I don't think so because he was out last.
He was hurt something,
practice? Right? He was out last practice. He was out. So,
he's another one. He's always like making noise in the camp, but like come game day, it's like
good point.
Nothing.
I'm glad you mentioned him. That's
so,
very true.
We'll see.
He gets injured way too much for me too, man. Like every time I get excited for Trey Hawkins, he's
fragile.
Yeah, for sure. But listen, man, we about to call it a night. We pushed this to 1 hour and 24 tonight, man. So, Ghost, I'm going to give you your closing words, man. Anything that you want to say regarding this Giant Jet game, please let people know where they can subscribe to you. And, yeah, man, the floor is yours, man.
Again, TP Way, man, much appreciated. Hopefully we could do it again soon. I just love talking football, specifically Giants football. And if you love watching somebody talk Giants football or looking for Giants football talk entertainment, you can go subscribe to my channel. It's Ghost Talks Big Talk. Don't forget, it's Ghost with a 0 in it. And just pay attention, man. The little bros, a.k.a. the Jets, as I like to call them, the little bros, Nobody's scared of y'all. Y'all gonna get beat on Saturday. You know, we gonna put the belt to ass on y'all, man. It's the Snoopy. Don't they call it the Snoopy Bowl, TP Way, if I'm not mistaken? That trophy, whatever they do. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming to our side of the stadium. That's what's gonna happen.
I'm not sure what they call it, but all I know is that jet life shit that they be talking about is a no-go.
Nonsense. Cut it out. Because it's still Giant Stadium as far as I'm concerned. Forget the MetLife. So yeah, nah, for sure, man. Like I said, don't make sure you hit the like button over here. That's what y'all need to do too. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you leave some commentary as well. Help the algorithm. You know, like I said, you can find me over there at Ghost Talks Big Talk. Just make your way over, hit the subscribe if y'all can. Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? And
that's a fact, man.
F the Jets.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I want this win. Forget what everybody else talking
crazy
about.
Too. Like Aaron Rodgers ain't like just almost cost him a complete redo over there. Like, come on, man, stop.
I see you, Ray B says go Giants. Yes, sir.
3, 5, 4, 5.
Ghost, man, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for topping it up with me tonight, man. I can't wait to, you know, we'll set something up too, man. And we got a post game live stream that'll be coming maybe the day after. Because unfortunately I'm gonna be locked in. I got my schedule tied with work, but yeah, man, we're gonna definitely set something up, man. I appreciate you.
I know how that feels. Trust me, man.
Yeah,
just
man.
Every time I gotta clock in, I'm like, man, I don't want to be here. Right
my God. Oh my God. All right, man. Giant salute to my guy Ghost, man. Make sure that you subscribe to him for sure. He's putting out some dope Giant content. But ladies and gentlemen, listen. Make sure y'all tune in Saturday. I think this is actually going to be a good one for sure. I think this is going to be a good one. I do also want to let everybody know, because I don't want y'all to be looking for the post game live in the wrong times. It won't be Saturday night. It will be Sunday. I think Sunday I'll do around the afternoon time. We will have our post game live stream. So be on the lookout for that. And all in all, man, y'all know how we rocking over here, man. Fee, fi, fo, fum. Also, listen, if you are new to this channel, especially if you are a Giant fan, you must subscribe. Let's go. Subscribe now. Thank y'all for rocking with me for the night. Let's get it. New York Giants salute. I see y'all. Hey, the Jets. Stop calling that shit jet life. It's not that. It's cute. It sounds good, but it's not that. All my Jet fans, I want y'all to remember this, man. We've written to y'all. This is a rental. So this is not home. Don't get too comfortable. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Like the stream on your way out. I'm out of here. Peace.
AKA lion, AKA tiger, how we swinging nine, walking through the fire, certified pioneer. Yeah. Keep applying pressure to the foes, blowing closer than night pit, closer than my dish. Yeah. Keep away the Giant here.